Seeing no objection, states Exhibit 7 shall be admitted in evidence. Provide me with the instruction, please. And Tim, if you would help pass out the...
Eva, hush.
Ladies and gentlemen, while handing this to you, instructing you states Exhibit 7, the audio recording of the voicemail message has been admitted into evidence and will now be played for you.
What are you whining about?
Recording is being provided to you to read as you listen to the audio recording. This transcript is being provided to you to assist you in following the audio recording. You are instructed, however, that the audio recording and the transcript is the evidence. Should there be any discrepancies between the audio recording and the transcript, you are to be guided by what you hear on the audio recording. Thank you.
Damn it. It's real simple.
Gentlemen, years ago, we'd have one of those signs you see on TV saying technical dip pattern. And offer you a stretch break. No takers.
You can't hear anything at all, Maisie?
Christian ammo. Yes.
It was because they weren't talking, love, and neither was I.
Any objection? No objection. Objection states Exhibit 5 shall be admitted in evidence and made public. Thank you. This person, can you still see the photograph if I stand here?
Yes.
Thank you. Alright, so we're looking at State Exhibit 5, which is a photograph of Christian Ferguson on March of 2003. Did he appear skinnier than you had previously?
Yes.
Can you tell the doing with his hand?
He's like clenching.
And was there anything unusual about his hands or his movements? Can you just...
He was drawing up, and it's a sign that I've seen before, like when he's having a crisis, like he'll kind of draw up in an unusual way that he typically does not do when he's feeling good.
Me?
Did you take Christian to the hospital that day?
Yes, I did.
And was it because of those concerns you just described? This person at some point while you were at the hospital did the scheduled time of your visitation end?
Yes.
Can you describe how that visit ended with Ferguson?
I had to turn over custody to. So when he came in, I left. That was the last time I saw Christian.
Hello,
Were
Stella.
you by or giving the gifts?
How was everybody
Yes.
this morning? I wasn't really going to talk, but...
I was able to, but I just didn't. I didn't feel good about saying good because I thought that was the least to see.
Did you ever get to see? And that was on June 9th?
Yes.
Mr. Now to June 11th of 2003. Can you explain to the jury how you were notified that Christian had been reported as missing?
My ex-husband, Christian's stepfather, Victor Thomas, came to my job and told them that he needed to speak with me. And that brought me up front, and that's what he told me.
After you learned Christian was missing, did you participate in any search parties?
Yes.
Were there these?
A lot. Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, did Juan Ferguson never participate in any?
She meant Griffey.
To be overruled. I think she already answered the question. I didn't hear your answer.
No.
Thank you. I have no further questions, Your Honor. All right, thank you. Cross-examination.
Good morning.
Greetings.
So at one time, you and Dawan were married, correct?
No.
You had a marriage ceremony on February 18th of 1994.
Your Honor, objection as to relevance. What is relevance?
Judge, it goes to the relationship between the witness and the defendant.
What is sustained? The objection is to relevance. May ask the next question. Thank you, Your Honor.
You told your family and friends that you were married.
Okay, so I don't know how many of you guys know about this trial. I totally forgot to tell you guys a little bit about it. So This little boy, Christian Ferguson, let me find it now. I closed out the fucking idiot. Okay, so Christian was 9 years old when he disappeared, and back in June 11th, 2003. He was last seen with his dad. His dad was his caretaker. The little boy had a life-threatening disorder that he nearly died 3 days after he was born. He couldn't walk. He couldn't talk. And after the little boy went missing, the parents got before the boy went missing, the parents had got a divorce, and the dad was awarded custody of the little boy. Now, after the mom filed multiple complaints with DSS or CPS for neglect and child abuse, they were never proven in court, and the court didn't accept it. In 2001, Christian had a seizure, I guess, and fell into a coma. And his condition worsened, which gave him severe brain damage, which required him to have supervision and care 24 hours a day. But multiple nurses, like I had said, reported about poor conditions at the home, and medicine wasn't given like it was supposed to be given to him. And so in 2003, the mom took it back to court and told them that the dad was denying her visitation and the different living conditions that the boy was going through. And so on June 14th, they were set back to go back to court to gain her visitation back of Christian. But Christian disappeared 3 days beforehand. So on June 11th, a 911 call was reported, and the dad said that his vehicle has been stolen with the little boy in the back. The little boy had a diaper on and was wrapped in a blue and red blanket. And I think it was about 2 hours later, about 5 miles away from where Dawan reported the little boy missing, the vehicle was found the boy was not in it. And within the next 16 years, they uncovered a whole shitload of evidence suggesting Christian had been neglected, abused, and possibly murdered. Where Christian's body is right now, your guess is as good as mine. But the only person that would know where his body is the dad. So back into 2019, St. Louis County Sheriff's Office arrested the father with 1 count of first-degree murder. He is currently held without bond. The dad is in prison until today, waiting for his trial. His defense attorney wants to plea him out and get Well, not plea him out, but get the case thrown out. So, and now we are here. And I will show you the picture of the little boy because I forgot to put it on my thumbnail. Not a very good picture, but it's a picture of the dad and the little boy. And let me take my caption down. There you go. That's the dad, and this is the little 9-year-old. After he had that seizure, it was put into a coma. He wasn't able to walk or talk anymore. So I'm guessing this picture was before that happened. Sorry, I didn't even see any. I wasn't looking, so let me see. Hello, Izzy Pop. Welcome in. Hello, Sipit. What you doing, girl? I don't know what's wrong with these people. It's fucking disgusting. That's what I said, Amanda. He needs to really rot in prison. But so that leads us to where we are today with the case going to trial almost 20 years later. I think that's not it. Wrong fucking one. Let me get off. I need to close that one out because I keep thinking that's the one I need. There we go. The ham sandwich. We just a few, but probably nothing important. Yeah, I'm guessing this should go on. Hopefully not that long because he didn't request a speed. Probably about 2 weeks estimated. They're at a sidebar now. Yes, he's been locked up since 2006, 2013, I think it is. Why is it not? All right.
First being lunch is we're going to take a break real fast, okay?
I should
So
have waited till they took the break,
you
huh?
what you were told at the first recess of the court. You're retired to consider your verdict. You must not discuss this case among yourselves or with others, or permit anyone to discuss it in your hearing. You should not form any opinion about the case until it is finally given to you to decide. Do not do
figured it out.
on your own. Any matter in this case
2013,
or
I think it
involved
was.
with the trial. Do not communicate
He's
with
been
others.
sitting waiting for this day.
Please do not read, view, or listen to any newspaper, radio, electronic from the
I have them in my description.
report of the trial.
Actually, you know what?
I'm sure you've already done it.
You're right. I
Disable
need to
your alerts on
stop
your
that.
phones as to any news
I
that
didn't
you
even
could
think
have.
about the channel that I was
We'll
streaming.
get you back out in about 10 minutes or so, okay?
I think Court TV is streaming it. Oh no, damn it. I really wasn't thinking about it when I was streaming. I was thinking I just wanted to get it out there. I guess they're not doing it. This is just telling you about it. It's not showing. Mother fudger. I'm gonna have to find another channel that I can do it on. Because I forgot about long crime. I wasn't even thinking about it. I hope they don't strike me. Damn it. Ew, well, look. How are they streaming all these damn things at one time?
To the doctor, there's a lot of unanswered questions here that the defendant's going to have to answer, and without that, I think he's going to get convicted. Why? I think people, of course, want to see some vindication when you see a child like this being killed. Someone has to pay, and when the prosecution puts somebody in front of a jury, they're likely to go ahead and,
Philip, do you think that there's an option in our jury system? I believe in juries. We know that they have finding effect. They then have to apply as provided to them in the jury instructions. But there's also the emotional aspect that a jury has when they have to make a decision. Do you think, Philip, that there's that aspect of this particular trial that they may make a finding based on emotion as well as the facts and the law?
Of course. You've got a child that's afflicted with a deadly disease. He cannot properly metabolize protein. And without proper medical care and without proper prescription, the kid could die within a 48-hour period. It's a very, very rare disorder. Now, I will say this, though. They found the car. If the key, that is very little evidence that somebody stole the car. As to whether or not the child was in the back seat. I think the real question is going to be, was it common practice for him to have the kid in the back? Why would the kid even be in the back and not up front with him? Say, well, what was the common practice family? Why was this kid, banished? Because then, raise suspicion. Now, on the other, when the carjacker hops in the car, speeds off in the car, they're not going to see a child up front. Some miles down the road, they hear a kid in the back, and that's when they pull over. And the kid is left out in the boondocks and not properly medicated and could have died from this disorder. But you would think that they would have left the kid deceased in the car or on his last breath in the car. So why would they abduct the child and leave the car behind? That makes no sense.
And here we have yet again a former senior homicide prosecutor, where another case without a body, another case involving children without a body. And just look at first blush, you think, well, how can you possibly have a murder trial when you don't even know the person or child in this case is deceased? But how easy or hard is it to prevail in a case like this?
Any case that you're dealing with when there's not a body is.
Get back to that. Now, Izzy, I can what? I can start. So I can. Okay, I got you. All right. So, okay. So I could go back and start over then from where they let, from the beginning. I don't know. But there's another thing. There's another channel streaming on, so streaming it. I just wish fucking Court TV would, so I. Hold on. Okay, so I got another channel that I can stream it from. It's a news channel, so I know I'll be okay on that one. But they're at break, so that's a good thing. All right, the other one was Court TV. So this is the one I need to stream. This one. So there's no chat for this live stream, so that's a good thing too. So that's why I'll be okay. All right, so on break. All right, Izzy. Okay, I think I could. Oh Lord, you better break it up. Get you a water bottle. They don't like water bottles. I wonder how long this break is going to be because I didn't hear. Get off my phone. Get the butt off my phone. Oh, yeah, my allergies are driving me nuts. I had a fucking swarm of wasps come after me yesterday while we were moving the boat out. I didn't realize there was a nest of them somewhere around the boat. And my happy ass just wanted to go on the boat. I didn't give a damn what was around there. So I seen the wasp and I started running, boy. I don't think I ran so fast in my life. Well, my adult life. I hate any kind of bee. I mean, bees. Well, I'm allergic to bees, so if I get stung, I'm going to go to the hospital regardless. You always find something in the yard. What was it last year? Last year you had something in your shed, or you thought you had something in your shed. What was it? Damn it, Hilton. I can't remember what it was. Was it a snake or something? I don't know. Flames. Well, some bees don't sting, they bite. I know, same difference. Oh, yeah, it was the rats. That was shit last. Yeah, he's a fucking barker from hell. He's gonna eat it. Hello, mommy kitty. Hello, baby. What are you doing, boy? Oh, the black with the biscuit. What the hell did I do? Salt bagel from fucking Dunkin' Donuts so bad. I gotta order them a week in advance. So I was at and stuff. You know, this watermelon to thaw out. What did I do? What did I do? Okay. I changed the channel. All I wanted to do was make love with thing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to resume, pick up where we left off. Ms. Steele, you had some questions for this person. You may continue.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, the one they're talking to is the
Ms.
mom.
Pearson, you and Dawan broke up sometime in 1997, is that correct?
Ms. Steele, can you maybe come back a little closer? I'm having trouble.
Is that okay?
Yeah, you don't have to leave. Make yourself comfortable.
Theta, I want to talk a little bit about your daughter, Lynn. Yes. And she used to go by Connor, and there have been times when you and Lynn have not had a close relationship.
Objection to relevance, Your Honor. Approach, please.
do more sidebars than he does anything. They eat any kind of greens and grain. They like berries. We used to have a bunch of rabbits. My friend used to actually raise them to eat them. So I got a couple from her and just let them out in my yard. And now I see them every once in a while. They come out and eat and leave and go back wherever the hell they live. They're staying at. Which trampoline park did you guys go to? They have one in Cary called Defy. Yes, right, Amanda? I'm like, I want to know what the fuck they're saying. They had one every 5 seconds at Johnny Depp's case. Nothing there, kitty. Nothing there for my kitty. No, because they have their mics off right now, so nobody can hear them but the ones that are standing right there around them. Oh shit. Yeah, that's cool, but still. I can't raise an animal to eat, to kill, nothing like that. If they die on their own, that's one thing. But I can't raise an animal just for meat and fur. I can't do it. That's just me. I'm not a very big meat eater of any kind but chicken. I mean, it is cool. It's really cool. I couldn't do it. The guts to do that kind of stuff.
Brandy, you ready? All right. Why don't you go ahead and sorry, ask your
That's okay.
question again.
Yes, sir. There have been times when you and Lynn had a close relationship.
I talk to my child all the time.
And you audio recorded many of those conversations, correct?
Yes, you said, can you repeat your question?
You audio recorded those conversations between yourself and then Connor about the events the night before Christian went missing.
I did.
And you turned those over to the FBI. And in some of those recordings, I believe your then fiance or husband, Thomas, is in the recordings.
At that time, he was my husband.
But he was on the recordings.
He could have been heard in the background or something. I don't know. It depends.
And the kids were ordered not to be around Victor, correct?
Objection, Your Honor. That question will be stricken from the record. Ladies and gentlemen, please disregard that. You may continue.
Thank you. You were doing this to collect evidence?
Doing what?
Recording your conversations with Connor.
I record it all the time, period. A lot of times. It's just something that I did.
You were hoping to get evidence to implicate Dawan?
No.
But those recordings actually didn't implicate Dawan.
Your Honor, objection. That'll be sustained. Please read the question. Stricken from the record. Ask your next question, please.
Connor was 9 around the time of Christian's disappearance, correct?
I believe Connor would have been turned 29.
Okay. And in those audio recordings, then Connor, you would ask him repeatedly.
Your objection as to hearsay is supposed to be laying the foundation, not talking about anything in them.
It's not hearsay.
Well, hold on a second. Don't argue this. May I state your response?
Judge, it's not hearsay. I'm asking he did when she was speaking with Connor on the recording.
I agree with counsel. It's not hearsay. And, I don't think we're getting into the specific things per se. You were asking for just generalized questions as to her recollection of the conversation and what Ms. Person said.
That's correct, Judge.
All right. So with that, you can restate the question.
Yes, please.
You kept asking him, then Connor repeat about what happened the day that Christian went missing.
I don't keep asking what.
When you were speaking with Connor in your conversations, you were asking him about what happened the day that Christian went missing. Okay. And you had several conversations that you recorded with Connor asking about what happened on the day Christian went missing.
I did ask.
So you had several conversations asking about the same thing, what happened on the day Christian went missing.
Yes.
Why did you just ask the same question 4 times?
Judge, may I approach the witness?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. What I have marked as exhibit 1, 2, 3, and 4. Can you take a look at these ones?
And I think Connor's her oldest son.
Okay. You take a look at that, and can you tell me, do you recognize these arguments?
I do.
Okay. And these are 4 separate recordings that you did with Connor back in 2003, correct?
Correct.
And you've had a chance to listen to these recordings, I believe, at one time with the statements, are correct?
Correct.
And these are a fair and accurate representation of those conversations with Connor.
Correct.
Thank you. Judge, I move to admit defendant's
out object to their admission into evidence at this time?
Yeah, I'm going to sustain the objection at this time. We'll deal with them later for another purpose, okay? That's exhibit 1 through 4.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Now, before Christian had he was able to eat and drink and take his medication by mouth, correct?
Correct.
And he didn't do before the coma.
Correct.
And even after the G tube was placed, he was able to eat by mouth.
Very little.
And it was your understanding that if Christian did not receive his medications within 24 hours, he could go into a coma and die?
24, 48 hours.
Okay. So you could stretch it to 48 hours?
But I'm just saying that I heard that once.
So you're saying
Hours.
okay. So your testimony here today is that sometimes you thought you can't stretch it to 48 hours?
I was told that 24 hours was the time, but it just depends on, like sometimes you eat in the middle of the day, so that's how I'll just leave it like that. So
24
when
to
I
48
said
hours?
yes,
And he had some challenges in gaining height because of this diet, correct?
there's a little more to that, but yes.
Where's the
And he couldn't eat
defendant?
like everybody else.
When?
After the coma.
Correct.
And his disease led to challenges for him maintaining his weight.
Yes.
And after the coma, you were aware that Christian had it's a disorder called pica?
I was not aware.
You weren't aware that he put in his mouth that weren't?
I was aware. Initially, I was not aware.
But you knew that he would put.
Yes.
What do kids do?
Now, there's a period of time when Dawan had custody of both of the children and you refused your visitation.
Correct.
Your Honor, I'm going to object as to relevance. Now I'd request permission to approach.
Please do.
Thank you.
That Dawan sitting there at the table? I don't know. Any questions? What the fuck does it have to do pertain to him? She refused her visits for some reason because of him threatening her or something. I mean, I don't know. Why would she refuse her visitation with her 2 kids? It had to have something to do with him. You know it's going to be a lot in this one, though. It's going to be a lot for 1 or 2 reasons. Because constantly be objective, or the judge is going to be constantly wanting to know something. At times, I think the trials are so boring, but then you get, and I wonder sometimes where they find the jurors at. You could clearly see they're wrong. You could clearly see they're guilty. What the hell are some of them jurors thinking? Excuse me. Eva, what is it? What? Not rude. Look at your nose. Here. No, that's what I'm saying. I think it's 2 weeks they estimated it. If they keep taking sides, they'll never get through with it. Yes. The name of the murder trial begins for father of missing 9-year-old. God. How long is it going to be? Oops.
sustained. Sorry, proceed.
Okay. In February of 2003, your sister, Karen Williams, came to you.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay. May we approach?
I haven't. It's not hearsay, but
Approach again.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be the best part of your day. It is lunchtime. The attorney will have a chance to talk, and you can go enjoy your lunch. Okay. So before you go, one more time, I must tell you, to consider to retire to consider your verdict. You must not discuss this case among yourselves or with others. Don't permit anyone to discuss it in your hearing. Don't form an opinion about the case until it's finally given to you to decide. Don't do any research or investigation on your own about any matter or anyone involved with this. Do not communicate with others about the case by any means. Do not review or listen to any newspaper, radio, electronic communication, or television report of the trial. Now, during your lunch, if you go out to lunch, make sure you leave a juror badge on. This is a case that potentially people could be talking about at the restaurant or something to avoid any problems with that. And like I say, stay away from all those news sites. You can instead read about how the Cardinals blew the game yesterday. All right. Thank you. It is now 11:47. Why don't you go back at 12:55? We'll try to start at 1 o'clock. Okay? Leaving.
New and improved Finishing Touch Flawless Facial Hair Remover. Now with an advanced 18-karat gold-plated halo floating head that contours to your face for faster and easier hair removal than...
Sorry, y'all. I was looking for my... What the hell? The trial over with? What did I miss? What happened? Why did it? Do you guys know what happened? Oh, went to break again? Fucking crazy. Y'all, did you see what happened? Why did it stop? Alright, let's go back to this one here.
This week. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll see there's some notebooks there. I'll list that in one of the instructions. About the case, I want to give it to you to decide. Don't do any research on your own about any matter, anyone involved with this case or trial. Do not communicate with others about the case by any means. Do not review or listen to any newspaper, radio, electronic communication from the internet, or television report of the trial. Now, during your lunch, if you go out to lunch, make sure you leave a juror badge on. This is a case that potentially people could be talking about at the restaurant or something. You just want to avoid any problems with that. And like I say, stay away from all those news sites. You can instead read about how the Cardinals blew the game yesterday, okay? All right. Thank you. It is now 11:47. Why don't you all come back at 12:55? We'll try to start at 1 o'clock. Okay? Thank you all. And leave your...
All right, so, okay. That would explain why it went off. So they are an hour behind me, which is 12:56 my time. So they're at 11:56 right now. So we have an hour in between. So I don't know what to do for an hour. Oh, it matter what I do for the next hour. Oh well. My phone is about to die and I have no way to charge the damn thing. My charger fucking won't charge.
Don't advertise on Google Ads or Facebook before blocking click fraud with Pixies. Not a fun fact.
No,
1 out of every 4 clicks is fraudulent.
No, what
Lucky
are
you.
you doing? I definitely don't even want to watch this motherfucker. I'll start it back in an hour. I'll see you guys in an hour. I'll see you guys back here in an hour, whoever comes in, but at 12:55, so it'll be 1:55 Eastern Standard Time.